Hello, I'm Dave Caldwell with your SCV News Break for Tuesday, August 12th. Santa Clarita water officials are expected to implement mandatory water restrictions locally this week. The move is in response to Governor Jerry Brown's call for 20% conservation due to historic low rainfall across the state. Local water restrictions prohibit washing down driveways and sidewalks, washing your car without a hose equipped with a shutoff nozzle, and watering your lawn on Saturdays. Residents will only be allowed to water their lawn 3 days a week through the end of October and 2 days a week, November through March.
There are several things that are prohibited under the regulation. One is sprinkler overspray. So, basically it's a pretty simple problem. Typically you go in and you make sure that your sprinklers are on the lawn or on the landscaping. And then the second one is runoff. And that's a little bit more complicated because sometimes people turn their sprinklers on and they're on so long that the ground gets as much water as it can take, and then it starts to run off into the street. And that's a waste that these ordinances would prohibit.
For more details about the proposed mandatory conservation measures and how they'll be enforced, log on to scvnews.com or hometownstation.com. A Canyon Country resident was treated for burns at the hospital after he was injured in a house fire Tuesday morning. Witnesses who lived near Delight Street and Whites Canyon Road described an initial blast as similar to an earthquake before the fire was reported. Los Angeles County firefighters were dispatched around 11:15 Tuesday morning. The flames were out 20 minutes later. Deputies seized a large amount of cash when they arrested 2 Santa Clarita men on drug-related charges during a traffic stop in Valencia Monday. 24-year-old Mitchell Spock and 28-year-old Gregory Spock were pulled over when the license plate on their gray Infiniti came back with an outstanding warrant for a previous narcotics-related incident. Authorities say the source of the cash is under investigation. The amount has not been disclosed. Mitchell is being held in lieu of $50,000 bail for a misdemeanor outstanding warrant, and Gregory is being held in lieu of $10,000 bail for felony suspicion of heroin possession. County animal control officials have been unable to ID the 2 dogs in last week's attack using their license database. Natalie Lilly was horseback riding with her 12-year-old daughter Friday morning when an unidentified woman lost control of her 2 dogs who began chasing the horses and riders. Because this is an active investigation, officials are not releasing the next step in finding the owner and the dogs. They have confirmed that the owner could be prosecuted for all damages to the horse. A database search for dogs matching the description came up empty, meaning the dogs were likely unlicensed. The 2 dogs are described as a charcoal gray pit bull and a dark brown pit bull. Mission Valley Bancorp CEO Tamara Gurney says profits remain steady and earnings continue to be impacted by the extended period of low interest rates. The company announced a year-to-date net income of $610,000 Tuesday for the period that ended on June 30th. In a statement released Tuesday, they say they're optimistic the economy is continuing to recover. Turning to weather, clear skies and daytime highs in the mid-90s in Santa Clarita Tuesday. Tonight's expected to be mostly clear with a low around 67 degrees and south-southwest winds around 5 to 10 miles per hour. Lots of sunshine is in the forecast for the remainder of the week, with temperatures dropping into the low 90s Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. That's all for now. For more Santa Clarita news, log on to hometownstation.com or scvnews.com. Thank you for watching. I'm Dave Caldwell.